Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Illyrio here. Welcome to Pausecast, episode 6. And today, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be talking very briefly, just saying hello. I'm on the road, training people working for a large corporation here in Canada, getting some managers assembled in different cities, and I'm going to different cities and training them. It's been a very long month. I was moving around, lots of airplane flights and things like that, and I'm basically in the home stretch. I have 2 more days of training left, so I'm very excited to be going back home to Montreal and not having to travel around for training anytime soon after that. As you can tell, the lighting situation is a little strange. It kind of looks like I have Christmas lights, but it's just the compact fluorescent lights here in the hotel room at the desk here, and it's really quite odd. I must say it's a very odd sensation. Notice there's art on the wall of the hotel room. Not bad, not bad. Free little perk. So yeah, I'm saying hello, and I would like to mention to you the fact that Canada, has some very interesting, unique terms that we use every once in a while. And the most stereotypical of these is the term A, which is spelled E-H, as you can see. And the word A is usually placed at the end of a sentence, and it's usually there to designate, what's the definition here we have there? I actually have a definition of A here. And it's basically, here it is. A is a spoken interjection to ascertain the comprehension, continued interest, agreement, etc. of the person or persons addressed. So an example would be, that was a good game last night, eh? It can also be used instead of huh or what. So A is used all the time, and we say it and we don't even notice it, okay? So it's something that basically we put at the end of a sentence. I guess it's along the lines of what I hear a lot of, and it drives me bonkers, is when people interject the words every once in a while. Woody Harrelson says that a lot, so it's quite similar, but a lot of people say A at the end of things specifically to go, right? You agree? Right? Am I wrong? Am I right? But we just say A. We kind of do that. Another interesting word that I've used all the time for a very long time, and I guess it might be exclusive to Canada. Please write in, let me know, pausecast@gmail.com. Garburator. Garburator is a Canadian term for garbage disposal, like the kind you find under a kitchen sink. Garburator. We also have something that you may not have heard. What Americans call whole milk, we call Homo milk, which is an abbreviation for homogenized milk, or 3.25% milk fat, right? We say Homo milk all the time. Never think twice. And I really only heard the term whole milk when I listened to things produced in the United States. The last one I'll leave you with today is hoser. Hoser. A hoser is someone who's, it's kind of a stereotype, mild insult, and it's basically someone who's trying to take advantage of you or exploit you. The origin of this term is really quite fascinating. It's quite literal, actually. Hosers were people in the Depression era, in the prairies, who would literally approach your car or your machinery's gas tank and with a hose suck out gas and basically steal it. So, you're a hoser is you're trying to rip me off or something like that. So I think that's all I'll leave you with for now. I'm thinking about including a Canadian slang term maybe as a regular segment on the show, which, if you've noticed, hasn't really attained any kind of regular segments or anything like that. Big news in Canada, Parliament is actually going back into session after our Prime Minister unceremoniously took his ball and went home and had what passes for a head of government here, the Governor General, suspend Parliament for him so that he wouldn't be overthrown in a completely legal, democratic way, by the way. So that's starting up again. I was kind of getting used to not hearing about them for a while. I'm very politically curious, and I'm very much into politics quite a bit, but asking someone to suspend Parliament so you won't have to deal with it, it's kind of lame. So that's new. The big game is coming on February 1st. Apparently I can't call the big game by its actual official name unless I've paid some kind of licensing fee, so I'm not going to talk about this giant thing that you could eat cereal out of. So yeah, the big game is coming, Pittsburgh versus Arizona. I have really no interest in watching this whatsoever. I was really hoping the Chargers would go a little further, or maybe the Giants, because everybody kind of hates on the Giants so much. I was kind of looking forward to that. Or if at least it would have been Philly versus Pittsburgh, I would have been interested mildly. But I'm not as interested as I was last year. But the whole Patriots going for the perfect season and all that stuff, I guess, garnered a lot more interest. Hockey's in full swing up here, and making plans for March, going down to the Autism Speaks podcast. You can find information on the link that you can see on your screen. Jay and Jack are having what seems now to be their annual 25-hour podcast in benefit of Autism Speaks. So going to go down, going to be driving down, picking up a couple internet friends along the way, Trivia Sue, Chris in Boston, and we should be having a pretty good time on that road trip. Hopefully we'll arrive safe and sound, and my attempts to smuggle Canadian beer into the States will go off without a hitch. So until next time, I wish you to feel free to contact me, pausecast@gmail.com. Follow me on Twitter if you'd like. Check out the website. You want to subscribe? There's a subscribe link there. Look me up on iTunes. I'm on iTunes. Okay? And until then, I want you to stay strong, be brave, and watch for the signs.